What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. And today is June 26, 2026, which is the start of EVO 2026 Las Vegas weekend. Now, we know that we're going to be getting some news on the new Avatar Legends fighting game, which I am very excited for. And it also got pushed back, if you didn't know. It's not coming out on July 2nd anymore. It's coming out on July 23rd because they are adding rollback netcode. Now, as you see, Twitter a couple days ago, they uploaded a picture where you can see that we're going to be getting 5 characters in this character pass. So I thought, why not give my opinions on things, you know what I'm saying? And just give you an idea of what characters that I would like to see come to the game. Now, granted, again, I'm going to say this one more time. Characters that I would like to see. This is my opinion. If you have your own opinion, let me know down in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get to my first pick. And what better way to start off than with the Avatar? I think that they should start by adding Avatar Roku in, right? And, well, granted, I don't think they should start, but there are 3 characters here that I have that I think one of those have to be the start and the other has to be the finish, right? One of these 3 have to start it and one of these 3 have to end it. Otherwise, I think the pass is going to be a little iffy for people. But nonetheless, I think one of the starting characters should be Avatar Roku. And the reason I say that is because, well, we got Aang in there, we have Korra, and we have Kyoshi. I feel like it's only right to get the last, really known Avatar in the past. And, well, they didn't say anything about Roku. And Roku plays a big part in Aang's journey to becoming the Avatar that he is, well, that we knew he became. I feel like during the spiritual journey that Roku gave Aang, I don't know, and plus Roku's background when it comes to his story on how his Avatar journey went and how he got betrayed by Ozai, I kind of think that Roku would go really well in the past. Now, how would they implement him? That's to be determined. I don't know, but I do think Roku has one of the higher chances of getting into the game, especially if we're going the Aang side of Avatar characters. I think Roku is at least a top 5 character on that side. Now, for my next character, you probably see it already leaked a little bit, but I want Kuvira in the game. I think for Korra's side of Avatar, Kuvira at the end did play a big part. She was one of the bigger villains in Avatar Legend of Korra. My thing is, I don't think she's the most loved villain. I know a lot of people have their opinions on Kuvira. But I like Kuvira. I think having a pure metal bender in the game would actually be really sick. Especially the way metal bending was in Legend of Korra, if you didn't know. They didn't do it the way Toph did, where she just grabs the metal, bends it, whatever. No, they used the wires. But she could also do that as well, and I would like to see how they implement metal bending into the game, specifically because when we seen Toph's gameplay, I think we only saw straight earth bending. I could be wrong. I may have to go back and watch that. I haven't seen the trailers in a good minute, so bear with me. But yeah, I think Kuvira would be a great pick, especially if we're talking about Korra characters. There are, I want to say, for this season, let me be very specific. For this season specifically, I think there are 2 Korra characters that should be added. Actually, wait, no. In my list, I have 3. I kind of forgot. There is one more Korra character, and there's 2 Korra characters in here. But there's one that I really want in the game because I think she would be really fucking cool. Yeah, we'll get to there when we get to there. But Kuvira, I think she would be really cool. I don't know. A lot of people don't like her, but I don't necessarily hate her. Alright, and on the third pick, I kind of forgot who this is actually. Ozai. Okay, yeah. Ozai, I think, again, if you get Roku in there, I don't see why Ozai shouldn't be in there, especially when it came to Book 3 in Avatar The Last Airbender. He played probably the biggest part in the final fight between him and Aang. let's be honest now. If Ozai's not a base character, he should definitely be in the season pass, without a doubt. Right? I, I feel like it would be a disservice to not have him in there. It, am I crazy for saying that? I don't think I am. But like, unless they announced him already and I didn't notice, I think Ozai should just be in there like either first DLC or second DLC, without a doubt. I I don't see I don't see a world where Azula and Zuko are in the game, but the final boss of Avatar isn't in the game. You know, it's kind of like they have to. Now, how would they implement him? Let's see. It would just obviously be straight Fire Force, and I don't know what his like passive would be, because you see how Azula, it's like you can choose like one of her abilities to where she's in her second state, like for the start of the round. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. Would it be like Sozin's Comet, where he gets powered up fire attacks? I don't know. We'll have to see. But Ozai is definitely a character for me that should be in the fucking game. If he's not, I don't really see a point. Again, I'm speeding through this because I don't really think we don't have too much to go off of. So, again, I'm not trying to make this a long-winded video. It's just giving my thoughts on certain characters that should be in. But out of all these so far, in my opinion, the least likely is between Roku and Kavira. I really want Kavira in, though. Kavira is sick to me. Next character, and this is... You're gonna call me crazy, but this is my most wanted character just because I think the fighting style would just be... It would be kind of sick. We got Ming Huan from the Red Lotus in Legend of Korra. You can't tell me a waterbender without arms wouldn't be a sick ass, like... It wouldn't be a sick ass concept in the game. Right? Like... You can't tell me that would be sick. She's like the most interesting waterbender I think we've ever seen in Avatar. She doesn't have arms, so she uses water as her arms. And like, just, oh man, I think she has the least chance of getting in, right? Out of all the picks that I have for DLC. But I think she would be the absolute coolest. Like, and then I think she could probably like swing around stage like how Kyoshi can like air run. Like, I just think there's like so many things that they can do with Ming Huan. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being optimistic. Maybe it's just me wishful thinking. But again, I think it would be kind of cool, right? There's not too much I can say on her because, you know, tragically she got her ass kicked in the anime. But when they debuted her escaping the prison in Avatar, in Korra, you know what? Matter of fact, we go play. Let's still find that shit right now. I'll be right back. Hey, editing Kai here. So, you know, I would have shown you, you know, the jailbreak, but like that part of the video would get blocked because I just tried to upload it and like it got blocked. So, unfortunately, you're not gonna see that. But like, you're gonna have to look it up and watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of upset because now I gotta re-edit this video. I gotta edit that part out. It's kind of tragic, but it is what it is. Later. And well, you see it on the screen. You know him. You love him. The last character I want them to end it off with is Amon. Now, Amon, he played a big part in Korra, in the first chapter of Korra, where he used water bending, or should I say blood bending, to take away people's bending like how Aang did to Ozai. Except Aang used energy bending, which, you know, is only an Avatar special ability. And so you kind of wonder how they're gonna play into that, which I don't know. I feel like they would make Amon just like straight hands, right? And then they probably give him like a passive ability to where, you can't, your opponent can't use their bending powers for a bit. Like, I don't know. So it's like, I think he'll probably limit combo potential, which I think would be really sick, by the way. Like, I don't know. There's so much you could do with Amon as a character, right? And so, like, when he took Korra's bending, fun fact, he did. If you didn't see Avatar Legend of Korra, you should. It's okay. I would say, Last Airbender was better in my opinion. But Korra is still pretty good despite all the hate it gets for the, ending. But regardless, when he takes Korra's bending away, that's when she was able to unlock airbending. Because in the show, I was about to say anime. In the show, she was already a master of firebending, earthbending, and waterbending. Her only problem was that she couldn't master airbending, and that was because, quite literally, she didn't know how to let go or be free like wind. So then, when Amon took all her bending away, it was like she had to rely on trying to learn airbending, and she ended up doing it out of nowhere. And then Amon got caught, which was kind of, the end of his character, which I don't like how he got caught. I'll be honest. I feel like they could have done that better. But regardless, if they ended on Amon or started with Amon, I think you have at least a decent pass, right? My 5-year pass, I would say it's obviously only going to cater to me mostly. But some picks might cater to other people. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and hit the video with a like and subscribe if you haven't, so you can stay tuned for all the stuff like this, or the streams that I do, you feel me? Yeah, I mean. But with that being said, I'm out of here. Later.